Hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here. So you know what day it is. It is Google Pixel unboxing day. So I just went and picked up the Obsidian Black Pixel 9. So in today's video, like I always do, I'm going to be doing an unboxing video, a true first impressions, because I have not broken the seals yet of this. And we'll talk about just kind of the basics of the phone, my first impressions of it. We'll get it set up. We'll play around with it like I usually do. And then, yeah, that's about it. So first things first, let's talk about this box. It is different looking. I'm used to a bright white box with the phone and Google colors, like, and all the, red and greens and blues. And this is a much more mature looking box. It's very muted. It's very recycled looking from just the materials here. I'm sure if I looked it up somewhere, it probably would say that it is like recycled or something like that. That's just kind of the new green thing. Yeah, Pixel 9. So let's get this bad boy open here. So do that one here and that one here. And oh, okay. You just kind of push it out, I guess. Let's see. Man, they do not make it easy. So unless I'm doing something wrong here. There we go. Oh my goodness. Man, that thing is on there tight. All right, get that out of the way. And okay, this is kind of cool. So here it is again, kind of a little outline picture there like that. So let's kind of get that open here. There is the phone, but we will touch this last because I want to show you what comes inside the packaging. And well, that's it. So it's a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. It is boring white. So there is nothing special. It would have been cool if maybe it was like a black one or something, but it's just plain Jane. Is there a SIM card ejector tool or anything? I guess not, unless it's somewhere in here, but I don't see one. So yeah, maybe they didn't provide one this year. Most people are going to eSIM anyways, but here it is, guys. So let's get this bad boy open. So kind of, there we go. Kind of, well, there's the front, so there we are. And there's the phone. Very reflective back, as you can see there. But yeah, first impressions, feels pretty lightweight, not too shabby. Love the look of this phone. It is super clean looking. It is a high gloss black back. So it is Gorilla Glass Victus 2 with the 9 and all of them. But it is a high gloss back versus the muted kind of matte finish on the Pro models. We do have this new camera visor here, which is pretty cool looking. I actually like it a lot. It's not quite the visor that we used to get, but I'm okay with that. I like this. It kind of looks like a bookshelf maybe or something, but we got the camera lenses there. We do have more of the matte finish rails, which is really nice. Very iPhone-esque, if you will. So yeah, not too bad. Got our power button and our volume up and down button right here. Got our SIM card tray here. And then of course we got the USB-C charging port and our speaker. Nothing on this side. Tenabands, all that fun stuff. And then a very flat screen, which I absolutely love. So let's see if we got some juice out of the box. And of course we do. So we'll get that animation booted up. And, oh, Gemini little logo there, hence the AI that's inside this phone. So let me go ahead and get this kind of started and booted up, and then I will be right back. All right, so got the phone all booted up here. Now, of course, you're seeing a lot of grayed out apps here just due to the fact that it is still going through the motions of everything. But here it is. This is the Pixel 9. And so far, guys, just playing around with it as it's been, doing its thing, getting everything going. Absolutely loving this phone so far. Like, I love the way it feels in my hand. Of course, I'm probably going to have a case on it, but I just love these flat edges. I love the rounded corners here, all that. The screen looks super good. The colors are very vibrant. Of course, it's a HD display here, but it's flat and I absolutely love it. And once again, it does have the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. So that's on the front and back, but of course on the back, it is that polished, high gloss look here with the more satin matted finish on the sides. Like I said earlier, one thing about this is that it is a 6.3 inch display, which I absolutely love. It's their new Actua display that can get up to 2700 nits in brightness with a Pixel 9, 1800 nits with HDR content. We do get 120 hertz display here. Just out of curiosity, let's see if it comes out of the box with it on. So smooth display. So it actually doesn't come on. So let's turn that on. It just felt like it did, but does not come out of the box with it. So you do need to go into the settings and actually turn on smooth display. But once it's turned on, guys, now of course it's still doing its thing, but it does go from 60 to 120 hertz to help with battery life. So that is a positive thing. We do have a hole punch camera here at the front that does house a 10.5 megapixel selfie camera on this Pixel 9 here. If we flip it over to the back, this is where we're getting something a little bit different back here. So for here, we're getting a 50 megapixel wide and a 48 megapixel ultra wide. So to be determined how these pan out. Son's got a bunch of baseball games this weekend, so I'll be going full effect with this phone here just to kind of see how it does. One thing that I totally did not talk about, which I can't believe I didn't, is the price. I always find that the price is one of the most important things. So this is $799. It gives you 12 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. You can jump up to 256, but if you did a pre-order, like a lot of phone carriers are offering, double your storage for free. So it can go up to 256, but you do want to bump it up when you do buy it because there is no expandable storage, unfortunately. So definitely make sure if 128 is good, then you're good, but spend a little bit more money if you didn't pre-order and jump up to 256. Loved everything about this so far. I'm a huge fan of Pixel phones, just absolutely loving this. So one thing I do want to point out with looking at here is the new fingerprint scanner. So now we do get an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, which is much more secure. I don't know if I would say it's faster than an optical, but with the security of 3D mapping your thumbprint instead of using just light. I love ultrasonic. I've loved it on my Galaxy phones lately, and it's more forgiving whenever your hands are sweaty or you got water on your screen, but it is not more forgiving with just generic tempered glass screen protectors. So be sure if you do buy one aftermarket that it does say that it can work and play friendly with these. You might have to increase the touch sensitivity, but still it should do fine. There's so much stuff that we need to unpack here. Perfect example, for example, is like, the new weather app and all the AI features. And I'm not going to get lost in the weeds with this because it's truly just an unboxing. But there is a lot of stuff that I want to test out as I have this phone in my hands, like I said, for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, first impressions, guys, it just feels so buttery smooth. And one thing I will say that a lot of people have been talking about is, does it get hot? And the phone is currently doing its thing, and usually they get really hot to the touch. So far, not really. I mean, there's a little bit of warmth, but for the amount of stuff that it's doing, it's nowhere near as hot as other Pixels that I've tested, or even some other phones for that matter. There's been plenty of phones that get really warm, and this one does not. So that is a big plus and a big thumbs up. So talking about battery life real quick, it does have a 4,700 milliamp battery. It does have fast charging, but it's really around 30-ish watts. So they claim you can get from like 0 to 55% in about half an hour. In 2024, I would have loved to have seen these have maybe like with this one have 50 and the Pro have like 60 watts or something like that. But it is what it is. Does have wireless charging, which is fast wireless charging, but we know how slow that can be. So obviously if you want to charge your phone in a pinch a lot quicker, definitely take advantage and utilize the USB-C charging port. And of course you do have like the reverse power share and all that stuff as well with this new G4 Tensor chip, to be determined on the efficiencies of everything, especially with all this new AI stuff that this phone has. I'm very curious to see how it performs. And that's one of the reasons why this base model has 12 gigs of RAM, is because of all those extra AI goodies. And just to kind of talk about it, it does have an IP68 dust and water resistance if you care to know. So just know that if you get it wet, you're not going to be freaking out. And of course, Google is promising 7 years of OS and security updates and pixel drop updates. So that is nice. So you know you're future proofing your phone for the next 7 years, which is pretty awesome considering this did ship with Android 14 and Android 15 just around the corner. You know, obviously you're going to be able to continuously get some really good updates and you know, keep this phone for a long time if you do decide to do so. But that's about it, guys. Really, there's so much other stuff that we can talk about, but I'm going to save that for some other videos. But for the meantime, just unboxing and first impressions. Absolutely loving this phone so far. Can't wait to test it out some more. So if you got any questions, comment down below and let me know. But hit the like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.